Man, what a session. Holy crap, that was tough. Who would have guessed trying to condense a full day mock meet into 2 hours would have been a good idea, right? Yeah, totally not a good idea. Like, that was horrible. But with that being said, honestly, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how everything went, despite how tough it ended up being. Overall, just being in a situation again where I was able to challenge myself when it comes to squat, bench, and deadlift, it makes me super happy. Especially when it comes to the squat today, I am ecstatic just because I was able to go 3 for 3. And, I always kind of second guess myself. Like, it's weird. I don't think it's just me, but when it comes to like helping other people get stronger, I'm great at that. But then I'm always super like anal and crazy with my own training. I always have like these high expectations. And then you guys see it all the time. I always shoot for some crazy PRs and it just doesn't work out and I usually hurt myself. But today when it came to my third attempt for my squat, I just knew I only should go from like 97% to 102%. Just that little PR. And man, did that ever go well today. It was shaky, as you could see, but it went fantastic. So it just made me feel happy because it kind of, gives me that like belief that I could actually coach myself. So we'll have to see. We'll go from there. But yeah, I was super cool with that. And then bench, I'm surprised, but I think it's just because how we condensed the session down. The energy just wasn't there because like that 230 flew. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a quick pause. I'm not going to deny it, but it still flew. So I thought 250 was there. Edgar thought 250 was there. But man, it pinned me. It was like it felt like the heaviest weight I've ever put in my hands, and I've had heavier weight than 250 in my hands. So yeah, it was nuts. But like I said, I'm probably going to not do a full mock meet again, uh, unless it's like in a powerlifting meet or it's going to be like a test day on its own because then that way I'm going to have the proper energy. So that doesn't happen again. Lastly, deadlift. It is what it is. I did the 365, and I really did see the point going much after that. It felt so heavy. It felt like it was the heaviest thing I've ever lifted, and I've lifted like 470 pounds, so I don't know where I was going to get energy to even try to go up from 365. But like I said, honestly, I'm pretty happy. I'm happy that I was able to do this. Like it's been a nice feeling to not be broken. So that's a plus. Edgar, he's not here, but I could assure you, he's still trying to get used to the weight loss. I keep telling him though, don't worry about it, man. Like you went from 297 to 214 today. The fact you're still able to attempt to be a power lifter and not hurt yourself being in a constant deficit is a plus. So we're both looking forward to the next training session because I think he's gonna start, easing off a bit, and then I'm gonna hopefully put on some weight. We'll see. You never know. Miracles can happen. But speaking of the next session, I should probably just tell you, well, what's next? Am I gonna stick with this set? No, not really. Not because I don't like it. I actually really do like the training structure. It's fun. It keeps me very amused the whole entire time, and I don't ever want to just randomly quit like those other weird programs that I've done in the past. But when it comes to like the total training structure, there's just not enough like heavy weight in it for me. There's not enough intensity. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of intensity when it comes to volume, but when I am going a whole training cycle only putting like 250, 270 pounds on my back, or a couple hundred pounds in my hand, or a couple hundred pounds like pulling off the floor, and I go to jump up for my peak, and I'm basically pinning myself because like weight, I haven't touched this weight in 3 months, and it feels like it's the heaviest thing in the world. Just doesn't work for me. So I think I'm gonna go back to linear once again. Who would have guessed? I keep going to these fancy, unique, one of a kind training programs, and then I always come back to linear. Maybe I should just stick with linear. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with that for the next little bit. Probably do like a little 10-week cycle, and then do a test day or whatever. Nothing crazy though. It just feels nice to be back training once again. And it feels super great to not be hurt and just to be able to do this again. It kind of gives me hope once this world opens up, I'll be able to step on that platform again, which will be super sweet. But guys, that's the video. Do me a favor, go down below, drop me some comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Hell, tell me how I did. It's not perfect, but I would definitely like to hear you guys' positivity, criticism, whatever. And then also do me the favor, hit that like, share, and subscribe and spread that love, because I know you want to, and trust me, it definitely will help me out. And I will see you guys next time.